is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, in the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that, but that's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
To the air, it's Bowling. Snagged in the middle, it's Gilmore. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the single back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play balls at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Complete. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter where the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looking for the score. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wildcats.
expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wasting no time taking the shot. He's good on the outside. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown time.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback is excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front he could not protect the ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Gilmore. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run
kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's talk about Alabama. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, play, it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They get to the line quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a run on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Rodriguez. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowling. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just run away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
from inside his own 15, looking for room. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now they're going to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Under fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grabs it inside the 10.
What? This nigga suck, bro.
He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt.
Oh, just stop, bro.
Absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
So bad with Alabama at home with Alabama, and you struggling at week behind penalty. Oh, you suck.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays stay on the field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Boley. Catch in the middle, it's Gilmore.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just keep slinging it. Ran through the contact. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Rodriguez. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down mark. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick up a first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 24 over Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Alabama quickly back to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good.
turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Direct snap. Got the first down. Looking for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Showing off the arm. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They try to pop a run on the draw, lining off the defender. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Find some fresh air. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snap it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw at Simpson. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw in the big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.